Good morning. It's the Call Flow Radio Show, and you're on the air.
Well, good morning. Welcome to the Call Flow Radio Show. It is your Thursday, this August the 14th. I'm Chris Wood. Excuse me. We're going to ask to hold off your calls at 434-394-0924 because we do have a very special guest in our Francis E. Wood studio, and that is our Farmville Mayor Brian Vincent. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. You look nice and cool.
Yeah, trying.
Yep.
You know, it's getting. We had a little reprieve from the heat, but now we're starting to get into a little bit of humidity. And so it's feeling a little thick out there.
Yeah, well, it is August.
It is August. That's right.
Have to remember that.
That's
All right. You've been busy?
Yeah. You know, we had our meeting last night. It's sometimes our meetings line up in such a way that, and the weeks line up that maybe like that first day is a Wednesday of the month. And so then all of a sudden it feels like you really get this true month break between meetings. And this was one of those times. And so I felt like we hadn't been together in a while. Mm-hmm. But we did. We had a meeting last night, and everything went well for the most part. We had a presentation from Prince Edward County's new superintendent, Dr. Chip Jones, who I know has been in here. And everybody in the community, I feel like, has really rallied behind that new role for him.
Yes.
I
know he's excited about it.
He's excited about it. Yeah, absolutely. And it's just great to have that kind of energy going into the school year for that school system and for those kids. And so, you know, with that, like I told him last night, of course, naturally comes with a lot of expectations. But he's been pretty good at matching those in his career. So I look forward to watching him do that.
He has a lot of experience with it.
A ton of experience and really devoted and passionate about what he does.
Absolutely.
And so,
as you are.
Very exciting. Yeah. I'm looking forward to watching him do his thing there. And then we had a presentation by Davenport and Company around our general obligation bond issuance process. So this is related to the ongoing discussion around the fire department renovation and expansion. So you have that project and then the ladder truck. And so I think in the budget, we budgeted $13 million for the Firehouse renovation expansion and $3 million for the ladder truck. It looks like the ladder truck may come in at $2.1 million. We're going to try and get the expansion in under that, under the $13 million as well. But Davenport came in just to give us a rundown of what that looks like. You know, we're going to put ourselves out there for the first time as a town to be rated by by the rating agencies.
Yes.
Because that'll help us with a lower interest rate on the bond to get this project off the ground. And so that process will play out over the fall. Davenport and Company said, you know, they feel like we're pretty strongly guaranteed an A rating, but there's a good chance because of how well we've positioned ourselves financially that we get a AA rating, which would be nice, and that will lower our payments as well. So just a little kind of lay of the land, giving people information about how that's going to progress and how that's going to look as we move forward. And then we had public hearings on a new policy ordinance proposal called the PPEA, and it's based off a public-private partnership bill that went through Virginia General Assembly, I think, back in 2002. And so it was quite a while ago. This is one of those rare occasions where we are really far behind the eight ball. And so we're just past that. We had the public hearing and then past that ordinance. And so it's a little more flexible and transparent procurement policy around, you know, projects, particularly like you could work for the fire department thing. Normally a locality has to put out bids for a project. And you usually get an engineering firm that like bids, and then they have to contract all this other stuff out. And it becomes very cumbersome, and it's not very flexible, and it's not very conducive. You always have to, you traditionally have to pick like the lowest bid. And so that could be from
all of those regulations.
Right. So this procurement policy gives a little more flexibility. You can take unsolicited bids from people, so people can hear that you're going to do a project and then just bid. Enables a little bit more public-private partnerships so that you can align with even like local contractors and things like that who, may cost slightly more, but you're going to keep that money regionally closer.
Right.
So it gives localities a little more flexibility in procurement stuff. So that got passed last night. And then we had a public hearing on Farmville Regional Airport lease amendment, which was probably the big one. There's probably a good 15 or so folks who were there who lease hangars out at the airport. Mm-hmm. And so we were looking at amending our lease for the airport and had gone through the work session. We'd had talks about it. As a little bit of background info, the airport, similar to the golf course. So years ago, we started looking at those entities because they're outside of town. And started assessing kind of how it fits with what we wanted to do going forward for the next 10, 15 years. Mm-hmm. And having those things outside of town and heavily subsidized by the town residents, even though they don't necessarily always fully benefit from them. The golf course membership was largely out-of-town residents, and the hangar leases are all primarily out-of-town residents. And so the taxpayers for Farmville, we generally take it's usually kind of around $60,000 from the general fund to help make the airport whole. We get federal dollars for projects and stuff like that helps. But there's money that comes out of the general fund, which is taxpayer money, to help the airport stay whole. And so that's been a concern, similar to the golf course, which used to be drastically worse as far as being siphoning off funds from the general fund. We've always kept our eye on the airport as well. And so you got to kind of quantify it. Like, what's the return on investment for citizens?
I was going to ask you, are those hangars leased? Are they full, or are they vacant, or how many planes do you have?
Some of them are in there. Some people are in there. Some people, and that's where it gets a little iffy because the original contract that was drawn up for those leases, in my estimation, not the best, because you can lease the land, the pad, and then you build your own hangar. To go on top.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Which is weird to me because normally if I would have set up a lease like that, it would have been, we'll lease you the land, we'll build the hangar for you, you lease the hangar, mm-hmm. and then the town owns all that. Right. Yeah. But the way it was originally designed years and years and years ago is you lease the pad, you build your own hangar. Now there's a conflict.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And so if something happens that jeopardizes that lease, how do you detach those two things from each other?
That's right. Yeah.
So and so that was the sticky wicket on this amendment is we looked at our amended lease, and it was lifted from Danville and had some legal insight from our counsel. And some of the leasees were concerned about the components around what happens to that structure if, like, they're delinquent on their leases.
I don't understand that. Yeah. That's just crazy.
So we went back and looked at the old lease, and it was like, oh man, this old lease is kind of problematic the way they designed this thing. So we're going to work with those fellows out there who are leasing hangars and trying to come up with an amicable solution to this situation and kind of clean up some of that stuff. Farmville is a great place and has had great strides, and every administration here has done great work. But there, sometimes things worked a little differently back in the day than they do now. And sometimes you got to just kind of clean it up a little bit. And so we're going to do that. But it was interesting to unravel. Sometimes it's interesting to go back and look at like decisions that were made over time. And I'm sure people will do the same with us. You go back and look at things and question whether or not it was the right thing to do. And at some point, the airport, unbeknownst to me, because I wasn't here, used to be down the street where Yak Attack is now.
I didn't know that
I didn't know that either. And then they wanted to bring in industry to town. This is what I heard. Wanted to bring in industry to town, so they decided they would move the airport. So they bought 160 acres out in Cumberland County to put the airport. And it was just like, that's such a wild...
It is wild.
occurrence of events. So anyway,
Yeah.
that's where we are on
Back
that.
when they had the Spitfires and the
Right.
biplanes and all that stuff.
So, some of the folks out there have hangars and they're using it to store just like household stuff. Like there's no planes in it.
Oh, wow.
And so a gentleman, Denzel Ties, made a great point last night, which was, our old lease says you have to charge market rates for that if that's happening, if they're not using it for aeronautical use. And we're not doing that. And so it would be astronomically more money that we could charge them because of the going rate of storage units in town. So it's just an interesting unraveling of that whole situation. But we're going to continue to work on it. We're going to bring the stakeholders in who are out there, bring legal counsel in, try and figure out a way to amend that lease so that we're protecting our taxpayers, but also not crashing down too hard on those guys and unraveling that piece around the lease of property. So we'll get there. But we tabled that vote, so we didn't vote on that last night. And then we had our finance report from Ms. Julie Moore. Things are on track there. She did mention that we're still having issues with the splash pad bathroom construction. So we're supposed to construct a bathroom changing area at the splash pad. It's in the floodplain, and the engineers didn't account for that with their first drawings, and so a lot of the equipment and electrical machinery needs to be raised up so that it clears any flood potential.
I don't think I've ever seen a flood.
I don't know that I have either, but this is, it's funny because we've had businesses locally who have, had a hard time with some, there's some, Farmville has some floodplain stuff. Now, the business I'm associated with has floodplain.
That's different.
Yeah.
Because that.
Well, our merchandise floats, but so it's a little bit different. But so it was interesting because they're often upset about like some of the FEMA regulations around floodplain mitigation and that sort of thing. And here we as a locality were having to get to deal with it ourselves.
Yeah.
You got plans, and now we got to scratch those plans, resubmit. So we're still plugging away. We're going to try and get two different options. One option, a prefab bathroom construction, and one, the construction engineering we were looking at with bathrooms and changing area. And we'll take a look at those costs and evaluate which use we want.
Well, I know it's been used a lot this summer.
Yeah, the splash pad's been a hot item and a lot of use. Yeah, and so we want to make sure, as we continue to build out that area as a outdoor sort of recreational community hub, we want to make sure that we have the right facilities out there to accommodate.
Yeah.
What else did we do? Oh, we kind of moved forward on our sidewalk asset management plans. This is something we've talked about for a while, is studying sidewalk systems that we have in town, figuring out which ones are in ill repair, which ones, how we're going to create a roving management plan around that. Similar to, we talk about this with our water and sewer infrastructure. We're doing that now. We've done that with our streets, so we're on a cyclical cycle with paving, and so we know when streets are going to get paved, which ones are in worse repair, and how that system's going to work for the next 5 years, right? And so we want to do that with all these other things as well.
Right, yeah.
And what that eliminates, people are like, "Why do you have to do a study? Can't you just drive around?" And it's like, but then it's anecdotal, it's piecemeal, it's subjective. And that usually gets bodies in trouble because then somebody's like, how come this ward's getting all the attention?
You got to
and this ward's
dot
not?
your I's and cross your T's with everything these days.
Yeah.
And
so you want to make sure you're being fair.
Right.
And then you get a system going, and then it's easy. Everybody knows cyclically how it's set up. So move forward on that. And then we voted to approve the memorandum of understanding for the Joint Emergency Communications Center, which is kind of a biggie. Mr. Doug Stanley's probably talked about it a couple times in here. And so that is the joint emergency system with the county and Longwood. And so we house currently our 911 dispatch at the town.
Right.
And we handle Longwood's dispatch. Now we're going to be bringing in the county as well. And so one, that gives us better communication across all lines and the ability to house all that.
Does that include Hampton Sydney as well, or is that a
Hampton Sydney?
separate
It will
entity?
be. Yeah. Yes, I believe so. Hampton Sydney is in there. And yeah, so it gives us one, along with the radio tower project that's been going on with Prince Edward, we're continuing to dial in on making that system efficient for all of our wider community, making sure that everybody, right now you get calls that come in to Prince Edward, then they got to get filtered to Farmville, depending on location. And
that
just,
takes
it's lots
time.
of
Yeah,
steps. And so we're going to try and get that dialed in. It'll be, it'll still fall under kind of town purview because it's in town and it's at the town 911 dispatch area. We'll have to expand it a little bit. But will be a cost share between us and the county. We've already got a cost share situation going on with Longwood. There'll be an administrative board of two, which is the county administrator and the town manager, who will kind of handle executive director hiring and that sort of thing. Then there's an advisory board that will include Prince Edward County Sheriff, Town of Farmville Police Chief, Longwood Police Chief, Hampton Sydney Police Chief, Prince Edward County Emergency Management Coordinator, Town of Farmville Fire Chief, and then a member of the Prince Edward Area Firefighters Association. And so that board will advise as well. And so there'll be lots of input there as the community tries to work together on this joint emergency communication center. And
All
so,
good. It's all
yeah,
good.
I mean, it's been something that's been in the works for quite a while. Definitely during my tenure for the last 3 years, we've held a couple of meetings with the county trying to dial it in. And I think it's what's best for serving our community and our region in the realm of public safety. And so looking forward to getting that off the ground. It's been a long road to get here, but we have a memorandum of understanding with Prince Edward County that we have passed. They've passed one at their board, and so we're on the right track.
All right. That's good. You're going forward.
Yes, going forward. And outside of that, we appointed a new person to the Planning Commission. Miss Sydney French got appointed last night to the Planning Commission. There was a vacancy there. And then we appointed Miss Shauna Hunter McKinney to the Board of Zoning Appeals because there was a vacancy there. So we made 2 appointments to 2 appointment boards, and so that was the conducting of the business last night, and yeah, it was a good night. I think outside of that, I would recommend people check out the Fishing Pig today
we're
for
going to be
Operation
pushing
Blue
that.
Christmas.
Blue Christmas. Yeah.
That fundraiser's happening today.
Yeah, and there's always something going on at the Fish and Pig.
There's always something going on with Fish and Pig for sure. They stay busy.
They do, and they work so well and give so much to the community.
Oh, they do. Absolutely. They do a
So,
great job
kudos
giving
to
back to
them.
the community. And then from here, I'll go to the Virginia State Firefighters Association is hosting their annual meeting here in Farmville. And so I'll leave from here and go give them a welcome today, and which is great opportunity to see the auxiliary and the fire forces from across the Commonwealth. So
Yeah.
good time there. And outside of that, the summer's ending. Kids are going back to school. We'll welcome back the students here locally to Longwood, and continue to move forward. I think I'm on tap to keynote their symposium day this year with the students, which means I present a municipal issue that we'd like the students to brainstorm and think of ideas of how to solve.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and so we spend a day, and they break up into these big, massive groups all across campus, and they work on different ideas, and then they present them at the end of the day. And you get to vote on them. Doug did it last year around population fluctuation, population loss, how to retain people here. And so, I've crafted what I think we're getting close to a solid idea on where I want to go with it. But, that'll be the end of September.
Okay, that's just right around the corner.
Look forward to hearing what the kids have to say.
Oh,
good
definitely.
ideas.
Definitely.
Yeah. So it's an exciting time here in Farmville.
Well, I hope that your family is well.
Everybody's well. School's starting, and everybody's hustling around. It's a good time.
It is a good time. Before you turn around, it'll be Christmas.
I know. It happens so fast.
It does
Yeah.
these days. Yeah, it does. Well, we certainly appreciate you coming in as usual and filling us in on what's been going on in the town.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. You take care.
Thanks. You too.
All right. That was Farmville's Mayor Brian Vincent with us behind the microphone here at the Francis E. Wood Broadcast Studio. All right. Our lines are open. It is 828. 434-394-0924 is the number to call. And joining me, Chris Wood, is John.
Noah Massage.
No, it's not Noah Massage. It's John Staten. Yes. Let's let John get a little bit settled here, and then we'll talk to him for a bit.
Okie dokie.
How you doing there, sir?
I am here. How are you this morning, Chris?
I'm just doing hunky-dory.
I said Noah Massage this morning.
I know you did.
I'm not used to this schedule.
You're not, well,
I'm not
it's
used to
okay.
anything changing up.
It's okay, as long as there's somebody sitting over there.
Yeah, it
that's
doesn't
fine.
matter. A warm body. It
Yes,
doesn't
and we were talking about the Fish and Pig Blue Christmas fundraiser is
Okay.
today.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the Fish and Pig is located at 1807 South Main Street, and it's right there in front of the Walmart area. And every year, the Farmville Police Department partake in Blue Christmas to help bring Christmas to kids that otherwise would not be able to have one. So that's a very good fundraiser.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, for the children in need.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're just about to the bottom of the hour, so let's just go ahead and take care of that.
All right.
We do have our forecast coming up. It's a pretty warm one and a muggy one, but anyway, the weather is brought to you by Harold W. Collins Clearing and Grading. They're located at 2113 Cumberland Road in Farmville.
Harold W. Collins Clearing and Grading has been helping to build Southside and Central Virginia since 1960, providing all excavation, general contracting, and hauling needs. 5 miles north of Farmville, 2113 Cumberland Road, at the intersection of 45 and Range Tavern Road. Call 392-6010 or stop by Harold W. Collins Clearing and Grading.
All right, the forecast for Southside and Central Virginia. We'll see a chance of some showers and thunderstorms mainly after 3 o'clock this afternoon. Otherwise, partly sunny with a high near 90 degrees. Chance of precipitation at 40%. For tonight, showers and thunderstorms likely before 11 p.m., then a slight chance of showers a little bit after that. Mostly cloudy tonight with a low of 71 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 60%. For Friday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 2 p.m. Otherwise, mostly sunny with a high near 88 degrees. Calm winds becoming around 5 miles per hour from the northeast in the afternoon. Chance of precip is 30%. For Friday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8 p.m. Then a slight chance of showers between 8 p.m. and 2 a.m. Otherwise, partly cloudy with a low of 70 degrees. Your chance of precip is at 30%. For a Saturday, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after 2 o'clock. Otherwise, partly sunny with a high near 86 degrees. Northeast winds at 3 to 7 miles per hour. Precip chance is 20%. Then we're in the clear for Saturday night, a low around 67. Sunday, sunny with a high near 90. Sunday night, mostly clear with a low around 69. And for Monday, mostly sunny with a high near 89 degrees. All right, let's check our conditions. Presently, we have humidity at 99%. Our winds are calm. Barometer 29.93 inches. We have some sunshine outside, but there's still some cloudiness as well. We do right now have a temperature of 77 degrees. Not too bad. The weather forecast brought to you by Harold W. Collins Clearing and Grading. Call 434-392-6010. That's 6010. Okay. We've got our birthday calendar coming your way, and it's brought to you by Creative Electrical Contractors. They're located at 1907 East 3rd Street in Farmville.
Creative Electrical Contractors specializes in commercial and industrial projects and offers quality work at competitive prices. CEC is a licensed Class A contractor in Virginia and North Carolina. Creative Electrical Contractors has been in business for 25 years, still committed to the values that were established when the company opened in 1998. Integrity, quality workmanship, and timely delivery. CEC, located at 1907 East 3rd Street, Farmville. You can contact CEC at 434-392-3802 or at creative-electrical.com.
All right, that's the birthday music, and I'm going to turn the microphone over to John Staten to let us know who's celebrating.
All right, for today, Thursday, August 14th, happy birthday going out to Bailey Elizabeth Roten. And we also have Terry Neal having a birthday today. Terry Neal. And an anniversary couple, Rob and Wanda Williams, having their anniversary today. Rob and Wanda Williams. If you'd like to get your names on, birthday or anniversary, either one, go to birthdays at WFLO.net or phone us now, 434-394-0924.
All right. And we want to wish everybody celebrating out there, whether we know it or not, we hope you have a great day today.
Yep.
Our birthday calendar brought to you by Creative Electrical Contractors. If it's not right, they'll make it right. Call 434-392-2802. All right, our lines are open. It's 8:34, 434-394-0924. It is Thursday, August the 14th. Wow, almost through or halfway through the month.
And summer's about winding down.
Yes, it is. Kids going back to school and all of that good stuff. Let's check out a little bit of history while we have time.
All right.
Our featured event occurred in 1880 when the originally started in 1248. Construction of the cathedral, the Kohler Dom in Cologne, Germany, the largest Gothic church in Northern Europe, and the city's major landmark, was finally completed on this date in 1880. It took them over a little under 600 years.
That all?
That's all.
Okay.
So, I guess over 600 years, but anyway, that's a lot. But it's quite a structure there. Okay, more events on this date. In 2016, Jamaican sprinter Usain Bolt won the 100 meters at the Rio de Janeiro Games, becoming the first person to win the event in 3 consecutive Olympics. He later claimed an unprecedented third straight gold medal in the 200 meters. He was a fast guy. He had happy feet. 2004, Polish-born poet, essayist, critic Czesław Miłosz, who was considered one of the major poets of the 20th century and won the 1980 Nobel Prize for Literature, died at the age of 93. And this picture shows he could have combed his eyebrows back and had a head full of hair.
Bushy eyebrows.
Bushy.
Bushy eyebrows.
Bushy is not the word, but anyway. Let's see.
These are not caterpillars on my face.
Well, they look like fuzzy ones. 1994, Venezuelan militant Carlos the Jackal, who orchestrated some of the highest profile terrorist attacks in the 1970s and 80s, was captured by French agents in Sudan. He was later sentenced to life in prison for his crimes. That was in 1994. You go down to 1959 when American basketball player Magic Johnson, who led the National Basketball Association, Los Angeles Lakers, to 5 championships. It's his birthday today. He was born in Lansing, Michigan. 1947, Pakistan became a sovereign state, bringing an end to British rule there. And 1941, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill and U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt issued the Atlantic Charter, a joint declaration that stated, among other points, that they desired no territorial changes without the free assent of the peoples concerned.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Atlantic Charter. I remember that on some of my history tests. 1935, U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt signed the Social Security Act, establishing a permanent national old age pension system through employer and employee contributions. And that's still around, thank goodness. Let's see, in 1900, an international force seized Beijing to crush the Boxer Rebellion. And that was
where all the boxers got together and said, yo.
That's right. They said yo.
Yeah.
Instead of ying, it was yo.
Right.
Oh, dear. Okay. Lines are open, 434-394-0924. And let's check out National Day today. And today is National Navajo Code Talkers Day.
Okay.
Also, it's National Elvis Week.
It's Elvis Week.
That's right.
All daggone week.
Now, let's check out this National Navajo Code Talkers Day. This went on during, World War II. Each year, on August 14th, National Navajo Code Talkers Day honors the contributions of the Native Americans who brought their unique abilities to the World War II effort. Now, the day also highlights their impact on U.S. code and the Native American language that made it possible. While code talkers were instrumental during World War II, the United States military used the Native American language in their coded messages before. During World War I, the Choctaw tribes' language was called upon to relate coded messages as well. And one member integral in creating the military code was Philip Johnson. While he was not Navajo, Johnston did speak the language fluently. He also recruited the native speakers necessary to the code talkers' success. Mm-hmm. So there you go. And today is National Navajo Code Talkers Day. Today is also National Creamsicle Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yum, yum. Creamsicle is the brand name of an ice cream treat. Of course, it consists of vanilla ice cream on a popsicle stick with an outer coating of sherbet, orange sherbet. While many other flavors now exist, the original was orange. So, and they're really good during the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's National Creamsicle Day today. And let's see, what else? That's about all I've got for national days. Of course, it's National Elvis Week again.
It's Elvis Week.
Yeah.
All daggone week.
I know. Might be the subject of talk at my class reunion this weekend. So
that's this weekend?
That's this weekend.
Where is it at?
It's at Buckeye Farm, which is right near Mountain Lake.
Okay.
In Giles County,
Mm-hmm.
Virginia, which is near Narrows, which is the Narrows High School is where I graduated. Okay. So I'm looking forward to it.
Have you attended every reunion you've ever had?
No. In fact, the last one was a Narrows reunion as well, and that was about 7 years ago.
Okay.
So, and Francis went with me to that, but he didn't go to the actual reunion. He just kind of drove me up there and stayed at the hotel.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, the MacArthur Hotel, which used to be a hospital, and it was I don't know what else it was, but anyway, it was creepy.
The hotel was?
The hotel was creepy.
Okay.
And at that time, they didn't take charge cards.
They didn't?
No.
Oh, wow.
So we went up there, and they didn't take checks either.
Oh.
They took cash only.
Which is completely opposite of the way things are now. Now, you can't even give cash away.
That's right.
And we only take cards.
Yeah, and we had just enough cash.
Well, that's good.
To, get us into this the creepiest room I've ever seen, the smallest bathroom. But anyway, it was an experience.
Okay.
So anyway, Francis was sitting on the front porch of the hotel waiting for me to come back from the reunion, and he met up with this couple. I think they were from Finland.
Okay.
And they were doing the Appalachian Trail, of course, and Narrows is one of the places that you can come down and have a resting point, or if you've got a B&B or whatever, if you're tired of camping or want something to eat or water or whatever. But anyway, so they were still there talking with him when I got there, and they were very interesting.
Okay.
Very interesting couple. Anyway, it's 8:43. And the lines are open. I guess we can check out some celebrity birthdays, maybe, for this date.
All right.
On the 14th of August. Let's see. Actress. Well, let's do the first one. Let's do Steve Martin.
Okay.
Love Steve Martin. I think he's great.
Does it say how old Steve Martin is?
Yes, he's 80 today.
80.
Yes. He did receive a Lifetime Achievement Award at the 2000 American Comedy Awards. So that's good for him. Marcia Gay Harden is turning 66 today. She portrayed artist Lee Krasner in the film Pollock. So you would recognize her if you saw her.
Maybe. I don't know.
Let's see who else is celebrating. Irvin Magic Johnson.
Yeah, you mentioned him earlier.
Yes. Oh, my gosh, he's such a big guy.
Oh, Magic, yeah.
He turned 66 today. That's his
Okay.
birthday, as we mentioned earlier. And he played college basketball at Michigan State.
Yeah, him and I think Larry Bird played against each other and then went on to play against each other in the pros as well.
Yep. Actress Susan Olsen turns 64. She has a son named Michael.
Okay.
Halle Berry is celebrating today. She's just as beautiful as, she stays beautiful. Anyway, she turns 59 today.
59.
She was a jury member for the 2025 Cannes Film Festival. Actress Catherine Bell turns 57.
She was the one that was on the show Jag, I believe. Say her name again. Catherine?
Catherine Bell.
She got dark hair?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Kind of shortcut.
Well, this has her with long hair, but she spent time working as a model in Japan.
Ah.
So, actress Mila Kunis. She turns 42. She recently celebrated her 10th wedding anniversary with Ashton Kutcher.
They were both on that 70s show together.
Yes, they were. Yep. All right. That's about it. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's it for birthdays.
Okay.
They usually have more celebrating, but singer Dash Crofts of Seals and Crofts.
Okay.
87. Country singer Connie Smith is 84. And actor Antonio Fargas of Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, he played Huggy Bear.
Huggy Bear, 79 today.
All right.
Bassist Larry Graham of Sly and the Family Stone is 79. Actor Susan St. James is 79 today. Keyboardist Terry Adams of NRBQ is 77. Cartoonist Gary Larson of The Far Side.
Yeah.
I love his stuff. I always get Trey a desk calendar of The Far Side if I can. Yeah, yearly calendar. Anyway, he's 75 today.
All right.
Actor Carl Lumley of Alias is 74. Actor Jackie Harry of Sister Sister and 227 is 69. Singer Sarah Brightman is 65 today. Actor Ben Bass of Rookie Blue is 57. Keyboardist Cody McCarver of Confederate Railroad is 57.
Okay.
Third Eye Blind guitarist Kevin Cadigan turns 56 today. Actor Christopher Gorham of Ugly Betty is 51. And actor Lamorne Wallace of New Girl is 42 years old today.
All right.
So there you go. All right. It's kind of quiet today. 4343.
It's 'cause I'm on.
3940924 is the number to call. It is your Thursday, this August the 14th. So, what have we got any oddities we want to talk about?
Sure. UPI, I'm getting the story from that. Mystery light over U.S. East Coast sparks UFO speculation online. It turns out it was just me on my front porch with a flashlight. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. A mysterious light spotted in the night sky over the eastern United States sparkled UFO speculation online, but was likely the result of a rocket launch.
Oh, okay.
Is what it's saying, and see if there's any more to it. Witnesses reported seeing the ball of light, which appeared to have a spiral shape around it, in the Tuesday night sky over New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Connecticut, with some reports indicating it was seen as far as west as Ohio. Photos and videos of the light sparkled speculation online, with some suggesting it could be a sign of extraterrestrial visitors. Others pointed out, however, that the timing of the light coincided with the United Launch Alliance's Vulcan Centaur rocket, that's a heck of a name, which took off shortly before 9 p.m. Tuesday in Cape Canaveral, Florida. The rocket was carrying an experimental navigation satellite into orbit for the U.S. military. A second rocket was also launched around the same time in Africa.
Oh,
so maybe
okay.
that's what they saw.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about that largest object that's entered our solar system and gonna go fly by Mars or something? It's
Asteroid?
I don't know. They think that it's a chunk of ice, but it's pretty big. It could be a comet.
Somebody ordered some ice is what happened.
A great big chunk of ice.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see what else is going on here in entertainment news. Let's see. We have a call.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, goody. All right. Good morning. You're on the Call Flow Radio Show.
Hey, Chris. I'm just wondering if John frequented Pino's this past weekend.
I'm sure I did.
What's that all about?
Oh, well, I hold the record for consecutive trips to Pino's, I think.
Oh, okay.
And Noah just really harassed him about it.
I must have missed that one. I must have been playing tennis or something.
Yeah, I think I went, I don't know, I lost count 4 times, sort of back to back there.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Wow. One day it was 2 days, 2 times in one day.
Yeah, right.
Like, Sunday. Did you do Sunday breakfast and lunch?
I'd never
Or
done breakfast, but
Saturday.
it was like lunch and dinner, I think, or something
Yeah,
like that.
okay.
No,
Okay.
So you're a Pino's kind of guy.
I'm the customer of the year, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, must be.
Or the week, or whatever it was.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
what
It is really good.
it is good.
That
yeah,
Pino's
they do
is
have good
excellent.
food there. You're absolutely right. Yeah. But so what's your favorite food there?
I've fallen in love with this pepperoni roll, I think is what it's called.
Okay.
And it's just cheese and pepperoni wrapped up in a breaded, covering,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Oh, okay.
But pizza, anything like that, I like it all. Spaghetti,
Well,
it doesn't matter.
Regina, what's your favorite?
Mine,
In pizza. Yeah, or a Pino's.
I haven't been to that particular Pino's but twice.
Oh, okay. There's a Pino's.
But
That's the one in Dillon?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dillon.
All right, yeah.
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 So, I've had salad that was great. Trying to think of what I had last time. Oh, geez.
That's okay.
Anyway, it ended up with blackberry cobbler, and it was very good too.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't made a cobbler this summer.
Do you normally make
Oh, I
one?
normally make several cobblers. We didn't have any, well, we didn't have much fruit,
Okay.
Usually our apples didn't come in on the trees. And the peach trees are still pretty young,
All right.
so they're not really bearing well. And the cherries the crows and the birds
got to 'em.
before
Yeah.
I could get to them.
That was the same thing with us. We had a cherry tree outside of my grandmother's house, and if you didn't get them soon enough, the birds got them.
That's right. Yep. So, anyways, I'll try to make a cobbler. I'll be in the mountains over this weekend, so maybe they'll have some peaches left somewhere at one of the orchards. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway.
Saunders Brothers should. I don't know if you're going in that direction, but
Yeah, Saunders. Yeah. I'll be going in that direction. So I might stop by there and pick up some peaches and make a peach cobbler.
Cool.
Yeah.
Peach cobbler. That sounds
good.
good.
Check in on his Pinots.
No, I haven't surpassed my record yet.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Y'all
All right.
have a good one.
Thanks
You
for
take
checking
care.
in.
All right. Love you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.
All right. That was Regina calling in about Pinots.
Yeah, it seemed like there for a while I was hitting that establishment quite a bit.
Well, sometimes you get cravings like that.
Well, that or you get the where should we go type thing, and I've just eaten there, but Mandy or somebody else hasn't, and so like after a church, lunchtime, family, they say why not Pinots, and I'm not going to say no.
Of course not.
So
Yeah.
I'm not going to say no to Mandy either. So I'm pretty agreeable
Of course you are.
for the most part.
You are. You're one of the most agreeable people I know.
Well, that's very nice of you to say.
Yeah. I mean, you're just easygoing and
Try to be.
you try to please.
I try.
I know you do. Let's see. It's what time is it? It's 8:54.
Howdy doody time, I believe.
It is howdy doody time. Oh my gosh.
8:54. Yeah, you're
Yep,
right.
8:54. 434-394-0924 is the number. You still have time to give us a call. Do you know who we haven't heard from today?
Well, I know who I haven't heard from in a while is
Henry.
you're right. Henry hasn't called in. And I don't know if the phone was ringing while you were talking.
I know it wasn't.
It's ringing now. though.
Okay, well, let's see who's on the line here. Good morning. You're on the Call Flow Show.
Oh my gosh! Good morning.
Good
morning.
morning.
Yes, I was. I'm in Powhatan. I can't even hear you. I just took a chance and.
Oh, that's
decided to-
that's good. How are things in Powhatan?
Hot, humid. Yes.
Yeah.
How about there?
Yeah.
Nice and cool, 70 degrees.
It is inside.
Yes.
Oh man.
I'm still feeling the muggies in here, actually.
Well, you've been in here a lot longer,
Yeah.
cooped up in here.
Well, this all of this equipment in here
yeah, it does. It
emits
puts off the heat.
emits heat. So.
You poor guys. Oh, you
Yeah,
do
we're
it for
toughing
us,
it.
Huh?
Oh yeah, we're toughing it out.
It's for you. Man. But I have a comment about the driving in. I guess school started. So the school buses are riding, they're jumping around, and I had noticed going down the street, there's probably from the main road to the house is probably 40 yards. And then from house to house, it's again probably 40 yards. There was a car in front of each driveway with a parent and a kid in it, waiting for the bus. Are we that lazy? We can't even walk out to the street.
I don't know if it's that or it's one of those precautionary things where they want to make sure their kids get on safely and all that sort of stuff. I mean, who knows? I'm guessing it's something along those lines. Was it raining this morning out that way where you were at, or?
No, he's
No,
talking.
it was just.
You're talking about
Are you talking about your house or where you are now?
No, I'm talking about when you saw these
the
these
house,
cars.
Yeah, when I was driving in, yes.
He's
the house.
talking about people with their kids in the car at
Right.
the driveway at the end of and so for the buses to pick them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume it's more so of a safety thing, but I don't know. That's just my speculation.
That poor bus driver stopping at every house. I remember we used to have to walk uphill a mile both ways to and from. Yes.
Yeah.
And
I used to have to walk to school.
every day it was. Yeah, every day it was raining.
Yeah, I used to have to drag my brother. I had to put him on a leash. No, I'm kidding.
Were you blind? You sure it was your
No,
brother,
no,
not
he
your dog?
hated school. He didn't want to leave his mama. I'll tell you.
Mama's boy.
Yeah. Yep.
Dang.
Yeah. So I had, especially in the snow, trying to drag him in the snow. Oh my goodness, that brings back memories. But anyway, yeah, we had to walk. It was.
Yeah.
We had to.
Good.
Yeah.
It's even, you're kind of even honing your social skills. It was almost like an event at the bus stop.
I don't know how strong social skills are looked upon these days. I don't know if that means much to people. Everything's internet and or phone and texting and all this other sort of stuff.
That's true too.
They're standing right beside each other and texting each other.
Right, looking down, but not looking at each other.
Do you remember the safety patrol?
Yeah, I do.
I was a safety patrol person.
Well, we didn't have anything fancy like that. The only time I saw that was when I lived in Richmond for that 1 year, and we had that. But when I came back here, no, every man for himself.
Oh, really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Have your gun in your knapsack. And,
yeah, I had my little badge and all this, stuff that we wear, and that was fun. That was.
So you were probably the hard butt.
Yes,
kind of,
I was the hard butt. Yes, I was.
Get over here.
Yeah, it gave me a little bit of control.
You had the Barney Fife kind of thing going on.
That's funny. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, just making those cars stop or making the kids stop and let the cars go by and all this kind of stuff. It was fun. It was fun. But I hadn't thought about that in years. Years and years.
Good.
Yeah, thanks for sparking that memory for me.
That's funny. So.
Well, you just taking a break?
Yeah, I just I don't know why I thought about it after I passed the car. I thought about it all the way to the job.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, isn't that horrible?
Well, it probably is very much an independent decision to make, but it's a safe one. It's just kids. The moms want to make sure their kids get on the bus, and to drive them there and make sure that everything's as it should be is a good thing.
That's right. The parent wants to make sure the kid's on the bus so they can go home and pop the bonbons and drink the.
Can't enjoy my program unless I know they're gone.
That's right. All right. Well, we got to go. As usual, we've got to move on out of here. But it was nice talking with you. Hopefully, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay.
All right.
All right. Take care.
Goodbye.
Bye. All right. Yeah. Sparked some memories there growing up. Anyway, we are out of time. So, John, it was nice of you to come in and join me,
here.
And it was nice of Mayor Brian Vincent to
Enjoy
come by
your
as well.
reunion this weekend.
Thank you. Yeah, I will. But today's just Thursday, so I'll be back tomorrow.
All right.
I know it will be with me tomorrow, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
I'm the wrong person to ask.
Well, this is, like I said, just as long as I got somebody. Right?
You'll have someone.
Okay. Everybody take care. Have a great day.